Okay, so after hours of fighting, penetrants, cleaners, I don't know, it must have been at least 3 hours in the ultrasonic cleaner, and this still would not move. So I was able to get some heat on it. I didn't want to do that, and get the spring out of the way, and then I was able to pound it down. Oh God, look what I did now. No big deal. All right. So anyway, I did break off the one tab, but I don't think that should affect a single thing. All right. So we're going to take some 2000 wet dry sandpaper, and we're going to just try to clean this up a little bit. And hopefully we can help prevent this from happening anytime again in the near future. Oh yeah, that's starting to look good. Better anyway. Yeah. All right, starting to look like something. All right. Oh, that's nice when that shuts off, isn't it? Let's see, we kind of got some corrosion stuff going on there. I'm going to see if I can't wire brush that off. All right. Yeah, that's getting it to look a little bit better. Oh, that looks a ton better. Okay, now we'll go back to the sandpaper and try to finish cleaning up that corrosion. Let's see. I was going to spray this down with WD-40 before I went after it here with the sandpaper, but I didn't. And that's okay. Don't think we needed it. All right, well, I'm gonna call that good. I think we should be working real well at that point. It looks amazing considering it took, over a day of goofing off to, soaking it with this and that. But we finally got it. There is a little bit of corrosion inside the body of the carburetor, but I think we're gonna be all right there. Let's see if I can get this to all right, just making sure the cable was where it needed to be. Well, it still isn't. All right. There we go. It's funny, a person can do this by themselves on this Kawasaki, but on a Yamaha, well, that 600 Grizzly, yeah, you are not going to be able to do that by yourself. I couldn't figure out how to anyway. Get this rubber boot pushed back on here. maybe. All right, there we go. All right. Very good. All right. So that's looking fantastic and ready to reassemble. I'll set that aside, and I'm just running the carb through the ultrasonic cleaner one last time after I got that choke mechanism to come out. As I ran a drill bit in there that was very close to the perfect size. I wanted to kind of clean out any corrosion that was left in there. So let's see, that's got about 13 minutes left on the timer. So we'll see how that looks here in a little while. All right, we have ourselves a very nice, clean carburetor. Yeah, but it did spend, I don't know, somewhere in the area of 4 hours in the cleaner. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? It does catch just right at the very end, though, it seems. Goes in real nice. Well, let's see if we can't thread this in. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to go. All right, I gotta go get a wrench. All right, let's turn that fella in, get her tight, and then we'll see how it works. All right, nice and tight. Oh boy, I feel so good to have that accomplished. All right, let's see. Oh, yep, works very nice. Try to hold that tight. Yeah, you can hear the spring getting compressed. So yeah, that's working great. All right, well, that makes me pretty happy. All right, let's see. And I've already checked everything out here. Everything is looking real nice. Go ahead and tighten this down. Okay. Let's see. This guy goes here. So that's out two. I don't think I've got a replacement for this because I don't have a rebuild kit for this carburetor. I do have one right there, but that's for a Grizzly. And yeah, all right. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there along with the itsy bitsy washer. Okay, I don't see any washer. I don't know where it went. It just literally disappeared. All right, well, somehow it got below below the washer. So let's go ahead then and we'll get, or below the O-ring I should say. Let's get that O-ring back in there. I'll try to get it. Whoop. Try to get it set in place. All right, now we'll put the washer in there, and I think that looks just about where it should be. All right, there we go. Put the spring back on here, and in we go. All right. So this was tight when we got it, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I remember it anyway. 1, 2. I'll leave it there for now. Let's see. We gotta check out our O-ring on this, and that's really that's unfortunately that's gonna have to go. That's absolutely hard as a rock, and yeah, I don't know if I've got another one, but whether I do or not, this has got to come out, and it is so hard. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is get a pair of pliers to try to hold on to this, and maybe I can cut this then with a razor blade and not cut myself. All right, so I'll hold that thought. I'll be back in a moment. All right. All right, now I'm going to try to cut that at a little bit of an angle, and then maybe I'll cut all the way through it. Okay, so it's so hard that it's actually just breaking, and now it's spinning. Oh wow, look at that. Just about as hard as one would expect a 40-year-old O-ring to be. Okay, well, now let's cross our fingers and see if we might have something that will work. I need to get a better selection of O-rings, that's for sure. Okay, that seems pretty good, though I'm afraid it might be a little bit too big. Let's see. Boy, I don't know. If I could get that to go in there, it would be really, really nice, but that's going to be a tough fit. Let's see if I can push that down. Oh, it's so darn close. All right. Okay, well, there's that. I don't think that will give us any grief. I don't think, anyway. Well, I don't know. This is just about a pain in the butt. Well, what's going on here? It sits a little bit crooked, if you can see that. Let's see. What can I do about that? And it still sits crooked in there. Kind of weird. Okay, well that seems to sit in there okay now. All right. Let's see. This can get put back in. I never did look to see if I could find a number on this. Maybe we'll clean it up with some sandpaper here. I did put this through the wash for a good long time, but yeah, I think there might be some numbers there, but my eyes aren't reading it. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't look like this carburetor has ever been opened up, so it's not really a concern. Alright, so I am missing the secondary jet. That must be in the cleaner yet. Okay, so yeah, I found this in the bottom of the ultrasonic cleaner. It's nice and clear. I don't know if you can quite see that, but alright. Get that tightened down. All right. And now this fella here goes right there. With this little tiny screw, we'll tighten that down. Okay, see, I don't know of a lot of carburetors, and I don't know a lot about carburetors, so let's start with that. But I don't know of any carburetor that, I haven't run across any anyway, that uses this retainer plate. But so that new O-ring kind of being a little bit grumpy with this, it doesn't matter because it's retained by that plate. All right. Oh, wait a minute now. I don't remember. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong. All right, let's take this back out. Yep, come on. All right. Let's take that back off of there. This goes there, underneath this, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Because you can see the outline of where it had been, and that's the bottom side. So, all right, so that way we know we've got it right. All right, so there we got that little retainer in place, and now we'll slide this over it. All right, that's down in place. Then we'll get our screw in. All right, that's perfect. All right, and then down there you can see how that sits. All right. So now we will put our needle valve back on our float, and we'll drop that down in place. All right, now we'll get our pin back in. And that is right where we want it. Then this dealio, I don't remember which way it sat. Should be right there. Yeah, should be right there. All right, now the gasket slides right over that. All right, what's the problem here? Here, if that goes, I don't remember, darn it, which way this, there's nothing that tells you at all on how that, and of course, my memory is, you know, it happens to the best of us. Right there seems like that's where it should be, so I'll take another shot at getting this into position. It won't go any further. Weird. I'm going to try it that way then. Yeah, okay, all right. Yep. Can't wait to start this machine back up again. Oh boy, I'm telling you, it's gonna be cool. It's also a little ways down the road because this is about the only part of the machine that's back together. And we're gonna get that real nice and tight. Be careful, don't hurt the screws. All right. Well, I think we have ourselves a very, very nice clean carb. And hopefully it works great. Yep, works very nice. That is a really great feeling, I gotta tell you. Pretty happy about that. And it looks great, doesn't it? All right, it's just a carb. I shouldn't be too proud. All right, well, that's a wrap on that. And then I'm gonna get set up and we're gonna do that carburetor.